All right, Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando, Iowa State, Clemson. Pretty interesting matchup for a pre-New Year's Day bowl game for sure here. Iowa State, 1-point favorites, 45.5 the total in this game. In terms of situations going into it, Brock Purdy, I think, is going to play in this bowl game for Iowa State. But two of his better receivers that were really instrumental on the year won't be there. Matt Campbell is being rumored with, some other jobs elsewhere. Was Breece Hall going to play? You're talking about a guy that's got some NFL draft stock that he's got to, think about, going into this bowl game as well. We'll have to wait and see on that. Is like I say, Campbell being rumored with some other jobs too. I don't know. He might stay at Iowa State. We'll have to wait and see. But there's some things to be concerned about with them. Of course, Clemson loses one of their members of their coaching staff, longtime members, defensive coordinator Brent Venables, gone off to Oklahoma to be the head coach there. I don't know if that's as big a deal. At least you got Dabo still at most of the staff. Tony Elliott, the offensive coordinator, by the way, he's a highly sought after commodity for Clemson as well. I'm not sure why after this year's offense, but nevertheless, no, he's had a good run at Clemson. It was just a bad year for the offense, but nevertheless, he's garnering some interest. So there's some things to keep an eye on here. The Clemson coaching staff just in a little bit of flux for the first time. We'll have to wait and see how that shakes out closer to this bowl game. Right now, I'm kind of leaning Iowa State. I just think, for Clemson, come on. I mean, years and years of being a college football playoff participant, years and years of being a national title contender, and you're going to get all amped up and pumped up for the freaking Cheez-It Bowl? Are you serious? I mean, come on. I mean, just from a motivational standpoint, Connor, you think these kids are just all giddy and gung-ho for the Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando? God, you kind of got to believe that's not the case. So, closer to kickoff. Now, Iowa State's kind of had a disappointing year considering what they did last year and what the expectations were. But I think they're still going to be, if Purdy and this Iowa State team, we get to play Clemson and we get to maybe beat them. It's a notch on our belt. It's still saying, hey, we beat Clemson here. So initial lean for me is definitely the Cyclones here. What do you think, Conor?
You hit it right there on the head. It's just Clemson here in the Cheez-It Bowl. I think they're the better team. I think they played better at the end of the year. They won 5 straight and kind of kicked ass the last 5, 30-0 South Carolina. Just blew out teams. The offense played a little bit better in Clemson. Iowa State's not very good. This was an under team. Then they gave up a lot of points in a lot of games late. They lost to Oklahoma. They lost to Tech. West Virginia was a bad one. Baylor. So they're kind of disappointing year. But you mentioned this would be a big win for them. If more money comes in on them and maybe Clemson, because I think they're the better team, but do they want to be there? That's the key here. That's what it comes down to a lot in these bowl games is, do these teams want to be there? So if they don't want to be here, I don't want my money on them. So it's one I'm going to wait and see here for this one.
Yeah, and you'll think about it even further. And I like these situations to bet against teams in the bowl season when year after year they're in the playoff mix. Year after year they're contending. And then all of a sudden there's that first year in bowl season where they're not. And this is that year for Clemson. And now they see Venables leaving for the Oklahoma job. Tony Elliott, their OC, is getting interviewed for other positions right now. Coaches maybe going. Keep an eye, too, because I'm hearing and reading things that there could be some opt-out announcements for Clemson closer to this bowl game. And, man, you're going to see the line go up if that's the case.
Yeah, wait, because there's going to be guys that are not going to play in this bowl game. They're going to the NFL or even, Yeah.
It's very, very right now it's Iowa State lean for me for sure, though, in this game.